You're really struggling to get this one out.
I know. I started it 3 times.
Yeah, you 3
Can I
times,
do
but
it
each time
one more time?
it seems harder. Why, I guess? What are you hoping will improve this next time?
I think just maybe like if it's like a shorter kind of situation.
Yeah, let's start that one from the top.
Okay.
Okay, thinkers, it's time to put your thinking caps on. It's time to think. You think?
Welcome.
No, wait.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to You Think.
A podcast by two gays that don't. I'm the Prima Donald.
I'm Pink Pancake, and it's my birthday!
Bam, 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 bam.
The day that this comes out is on my birthday, and so you are listening to the birthday boy in your ears right now.
I guess like a peek behind the curtain, like we don't film these the same day that they release. Like you need a little time. And this is what we in the podcast biz call, editing, post-production.
This is what we call in the podcast.
Yeah, we call it editing.
editing.
This is what we call editing. So you need a little time for the post-production. That's where Straight Luke comes in. So we are filming this a few days early because our fearless leader, Prima, is going on a work trip and is missing your birthday.
You're missing my birthday, which is really messed up. And I don't think you're my fearless leader. I think
I'm
both
the fearless leader.
I think we're I'm a fearful leader.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense for me.
Yeah.
That makes sense
I'm
for
a
me.
fearless leader of the world, of the earth. My name is Donald.
Yeah.
So anyways, so we're recording this to celebrate Michael's birthday. It is June 1st, honey. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. It's the start of Pride Month. It's the start of my birthday.
Yes.
And let's get into it.
I need to say, because it's the start of Pride Month.
Yeah.
Important to say, corporations, if you're listening, and I'm looking to each camera right now, camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. Again, we would love your money this Pride Month. We would love it. It could be any corporation. It could be any amount of money. I would hope it's more than less, and we'll have it this Pride Month.
I hope it's more than less. Yeah. So happy Pride, happy corporate Pride. This is the first day of Pride, and I am really excited as a drag queen to be gung-ho doing a bunch of corporate gigs, corporate Zoom bingos, and the like, and some other gigs as well. We'll get into that because I have something coming up. I'm really excited. I have 2 shows coming up.
Well, let's get into our first segment.
We have 3 segments on this podcast. The first segment is called
You Think,
and it is where we talk about what we are up to, baby. And then the second segment is called
Group Think,
and that's what we are talking about. The whole world is thinking about in pop culture. And our third segment is called
What do you even think?
And we'll get into that one later. You'll have to stay tuned.
Right.
Let's get into our first segment. You think? And we just recorded an episode a few days ago, and so you'd think. And also, we spent the entire day together. And Donald's husband, Peter, in the entire weekend. And Donald's husband, Peter, just said, what are you guys going to talk about? We're together all day. And we're like, don't worry, we have so much to say.
That's why we have a podcast. Yeah. We can just talk. We can think.
Yeah.
Well, first, before getting into what we just went through the past few days, because, there were highs, there were lows, there were ups, there were downs. I would like to think about, your birthdays in the past because it's your birthday today.
Yeah.
So I want to think about like some of your iconic birthdays.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think is like one of your favorite birthdays?
One of my favorite birthdays I've ever had was my 30th birthday. I did a funeral for my 20s and a twink death. It was at the basement of the Gristedes. It was an old comedy club. Now it's a bunch of apartment buildings or a parking lot or something.
Iconic.
And yeah, it used to be Chelsea, which we went to all the time in our 20s. And then that is where Titanic made its theatrical debut as well. Yeah, and now it's on Broadway. So anyway, I had a funeral and
it was a roast, basically.
It was a funeral roast.
Yeah.
If anyone's familiar with Drag Race, Lady Bunny they had like a funeral for Lady Bunny roast. It was exactly that. And I had, how many drag queens? It was Plasma, Lady Celestina, and Hanukkah Lewinsky, and you were all doing eulogies and roasts.
Exactly. And there were roasts. And it was just like the Kevin
Hart
roast. We all made racially insensitive jokes.
Yeah, it was really nice. And
just kidding. We were more like the Chelsea Handler, Regina Hall in that situation where we would be like, no MAGA people.
This was even before.
This is before MAGA.
Right? Or
no, it was in between MAGAs.
Yeah, it was
in between MAGAs.
Which is a different time.
Different time.
And the 30 minutes, but while people were coming to like sit down and start the road or like come to the show, I was in an open casket and I had a huge foam casket that I sat in, and people had to come and pay their respects to me.
Right.
It was such a dream come true. That casket I borrowed from a drag queen named Worship Her, and because she like used it for a show, I had to take it from, I think, the Q. Do you remember the Q?
Oh, I forgot about the Q.
This was a bar that got canceled, but Plasma and I went to the Q to pick it up from Worship Her.
Right.
We asked 3 Ubers to, like, we got like extra large Ubers, and 3 Ubers.
They don't do an Uber Hearst, unfortunately.
Yeah, they refused to take the thing, and then we asked for an extra large.
Did they think there was a body in there or something?
It was very clearly not that, but they just were like, no, like, that's way too big. I'm not putting that in my heart.
No, they're like, we don't want to be liable. They're like, there's definitely not a body.
Well, it was like completely see-through. Like, it was just the outline of a casket.
It's like one of those backpacks that are see-through, but it's like
exactly, but it's like, a hearse. It's a casket.
Yeah.
And one that was the smallest that came was like, I'll do it. We shoved this thing in there and somehow it made it. And somehow there was room for us too.
Yeah.
And I had to like spray paint that thing on my rooftop because it wasn't completely painted. Anyway, it was really fun, and
some people said I had like the best roast.
You had a really good roast.
I had an incredible.
You had an incredible roast. Everyone,
and that was before ChatGPT, so I had to write it by mind.
I
had to write it by mind.
Yeah, that's crazy.
My process for that, because a lot of people want to know my artistic process. For a roast, this is what I tend to do in the 2 to 3 times I've done it. I start writing out the categories of things I want to make fun of. So I'm like, drag queen who wants to be famous, big slut, always late, things like that. And then I write out the categories. What do I want to make fun of? And then I start thinking of jokes related to that.
each category.
And then I start thinking of, what's the narrative story I'm telling here? How am I going to make this a speech, a roast?
Especially because it was a funeral.
Right. So we had to reference that. And I think my process really paid off.
I think it did.
And it's available if anyone follows me on Instagram. It's available on that platform.
Yeah, you can go back to one of those reels, like real far back, 4 years ago specifically. Yeah.
I've never done a roast of myself, but I'm just like, how many hairline jokes can you make?
Well, people did that on the night too.
They did that on the night too. Right.
Yeah.
But I'm like, once I go to Turkey, get this hairline fixed, guess what? Maybe then I'll have a roast. I'm like, what are you going to make fun of? How perfect I am? There's nothing to make fun of me about. How clout chaser I am. I don't think you can find one thing to make fun of me about. I don't think there's one thing on this earth to make fun of me about. I
would love I hope that we clip that specifically, and then we can ask in the comments
what would you make fun of me?
Yeah.
Actually, if you're listening to our podcast or watching the clips on Reels or TikTok, please let me know, what would you make fun of me about if you could roast me? Like, what are some of the things and the categories and the specific topics and the specific
I've never gotten to roast you before.
Yeah. And for good reason.
I thought I did a good job at Salmonella's roast. You don't think I did?
You didn't stand out.
Fuck. Really? I don't think I did because people didn't like come to me in that way.
Guess what?
I still thought I did a good job.
My friend's a star. Like, what can I say? So that was a really fun birthday. You definitely like are someone who has like a birthday month, like in like 8 to 10 different celebrations. You're like, oh, today's my birthday picnic. Oh, today's my birthday lunch. Oh, today's my birthday dinner. Oh, today's my birthday going out. Oh, today's my birthday pregame before going out. And they're all so fun.
Yeah, I usually I do that. This year I'm not feeling that at all. Last year, my birthday, I went to London to celebrate. It was one of my dear friends from growing up's wedding was on my birthday, and it was actually so fun to completely celebrate someone else.
Yeah, that's
on my birthday.
Lovely.
It was really great.
You should try that today. Just celebrate me.
I think that we've done enough for you.
No, I think I need to be lifted up.
I want to celebrate Peter.
Peter deserves to be celebrated. You know why? Because he took a hot picture this weekend. And we can get into it. Was on Friday night, and so many people would call it Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Saturday night?
It was Saturday night.
So on Saturday night,
we went to Mother Disco.
Yes. And that's where this photo was taken by the one and only John Lagucci, who I can only assume is listening to this pod right now. And who you just did a birthday shoot with.
Right. That probably came out
today.
Soon today.
Yeah. So definitely look at those photos. But Saturday night, we were like, we need a classic crazy girls night.
Well, I mean, yes.
But also, that wasn't the intention.
That wasn't actually the intention.
We just got tickets to something.
We just were like, I got tickets to Mother Disco like over a month ago because I love this party. You've never been to the one in New York before.
No.
We've gone to P-Town one like a lot.
Right.
And maybe Fire
so
Island.
many parties are the same to me. It's like shirtless guys, which is so
this
fun.
This party really feels different. Even though it's at the same venue that you could go to a different thing at. Yeah. It really does. I'm not like kidding. It really does feel different.
I didn't feel that different.
Did you not?
No. I was like, it's in the exact same place that we party
I also
at.
think that... So it was raining. Normally it's in the yard at $3 bill. And so you get like one DJ for everyone the whole time.
Fun.
And that feels like it felt like a better vibe.
It's unifying.
Yeah.
But it was really fun.
I feel like normally it's only disco music. And this time it wasn't only disco music.
Right.
But anyway, we still had the best time. And I just feel like people are nicer there besides people that aren't nice, but people that are generally nicer there.
I will say the night started, so I said, everyone come over at like, the party is from 3 to 10 p.m., which is a dream for people in their 30s.
4 p.m. to 10:30
4 to 10:30, which is the same thing. And so I was like, okay, great. Like, we'll be in bed at a normal hour, which is so fun. So I said, everyone come over at 4 o'clock. We'll have margaritas. And then we'll go. So everyone's like, great, we're going to come over at 4. We'll have margaritas. I'd say you came an hour and 6 minutes late.
I would say that I was not an hour, whatever late. I would say I was 35 minutes late specifically because you had texted everyone, come at 4. I didn't see it yet. I said, I'll be there at 4:30. And then I said, actually, I'm going to be later than that because I'm on the phone with my dad.
And I said, okay, that's hurtful. You wish that I could be on the phone with my dad.
I do wish you could be on the phone with my dad. Yeah. And Stu loved nothing more than Pride.
He loved Pride.
He always threw the biggest parties.
I think he wouldn't care as much about the tardiness, but I care.
You said you didn't care about that one.
I actually didn't care that time. There are 2 times in my life where I actually didn't care about you being late.
Let's not get into
it.
Only 2. It's my birthday.
No, I'm saying that I didn't care.
I know, but it's my birthday.
One was that. The second was my wedding day, in which I begged you, please.
Right.
My only request is don't be late. You ended up being late, but a switch in my brain just turned. I said, you cannot be upset about this today because it's your wedding day. And I'm grateful that I was able to do that because I do find it so annoying.
Yeah, I know. And I am working on it. I really am.
Yeah. I mean, but 35 minutes, how did that happen?
I was on the phone with my dad, so I texted, actually, I'm going to be later than that.
So, but you still couldn't get it?
I'm confused. I left when I hung up with my dad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm confused.
But anyways, so we had a pregame, and it was so fun. And, we have to be careful with our volume because the person might hear.
Right.
But we
were just having like a pregame and just, having a good little time. And then I feel like we have to start with, there's a wire that just comes down outside the window to their kitchen and bangs on the window a bunch of times. And we're like, what is going on? We're like, oh, someone's maybe like they're installing their AC or something.
So like as we're pre-gaming, this is happening. Like a wire keeps like hitting our window.
And we're like, whatever. And then there's a knock at the door.
A knock at the door. And who is it? But a random Kazakhstani man. Yes, yes, you heard me correctly.
Yeah.
If this is your first time listening to the podcast, you might be like, is this the topics that they cover?
No,
listen.
We cover anything.
We cover anything.
This was so random.
So this Kazakhstani man, he said...
you would like talk to him, so I feel like,
So I opened the door. I would say he's a buff-looking, probably gay guy. And he says...
He specifically said he's straight-ish.
Yeah. And he's kind of swaying a little bit. So, okay. And he said, hey, I hear you guys like playing some music. Like, can I come hang out?
He's like, it sounded like you were having the best time. I've been upstairs. I'm like doing laundry right now. And I just am so jealous because it seems like you're having the best time. And then Don was like, do you want to come in? And he's like, yes. And then can we say
No, I said, do you want to?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, do you want to come party? And he was like, oh, I said, or do you want to like hang out another day? Like, I was trying to understand what he's saying. He's like, yeah, I want to hang out another day. No, I want to come in right now. I said, okay, great. Come right in.
Step on in.
Come right in.
Within 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Can we say this?
No.
Okay.
What we said, within 2 minutes, he found himself being very
Very
comfortable.
comfortable.
Very
Very
comfortable.
comfortable.
And I did ask him face to face. I said, "Are you going to murder us or rob
steal
us?"
everything? Yeah.
Because if you're gonna steal something, totally fine. I was looking around at the men there, and I was like, okay, like, can we take him if we need to?
I think all of us together could
Together, but he's very
separately,
strong.
no one could have.
No. And he just got so comfortable in this apartment, made himself at home. We got him a drink. But then he was like, I was like, great, do you want vodka?
No, he refused
the
drink. He was like, well, I don't know if you're gonna like do something to the drink. I'm gonna go upstairs and make my own. We're like,
so he went upstairs, brought his
after
own
he
vodka
was like
down.
very comfortable for a while.
Yeah. So then he's from Kazakhstan, which again, he might hear us. He lives literally right upstairs.
Yeah.
And
he does follow us on Instagram now.
Oh, he does.
So he's probably gonna listen.
I haven't followed him.
Hey,
he does have 2 children.
He has 2 kids in Kazakhstan.
He is sexuality wise fluid for sure.
Yeah,
because he has 2 children, but he's with men. Anyways, he was here hanging out. We asked him about being from Kazakhstan. I was like, I have a good friend from there. My wife, Borat. He didn't love the Borat
he didn't
jokes.
Love that, no.
But I was like, I'm sorry. This is my frame of reference for Kazakhstan. Sorry, baby. And he said, he's like, yeah, Borat, he really put like Jews on the maps. And I was like, I don't know if you're saying this in an anti-Jew way or in an I am Jew way.
Oh, I think he was Jewish.
I think ultimately he was Jewish.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, you are in a home of a Jew.
Yeah.
And then Peter gave him a tour of the apartment.
So he was kind of scoping out what he was going to steal, is what we thought.
Scoping out what he's going to steal.
But yeah, he seemed to be a nice guy. I don't know. He seemed like to be a nice guy. We had a great time.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Donald's dream is always to have one random person at a pregame.
A wild card, if you will.
A wild card is what he likes to say.
Yeah.
And someone literally knocked on the door. It was a dream come true.
I said a wild card has emerged.
Yeah, it felt like a play.
Yeah. And then we had to get up and go to the party. And if you thought the Kazakhstani stranger was the craziest thing, honey, you have no idea. I mean, we're gonna go into detail, not every detail, but so then we take the train.
We took the subway.
Mother Disco USA. We get up. It is raining cats and dogs.
Oh, it is pouring. And I say, okay, guys, we must put posters up on the way to my show. So I'm doing a show called Folsom. It is next week, June 11th, 8 p.m. at Come On Everybody. It is a kink-themed drag show, and there is a prettiest penis competition. This is a real thing. You can win $100 if you think you have the prettiest penis.
You think?
If you think you have the prettiest penis, you can come to my show and maybe win $100.
What are you gonna do if no one volunteers to be a part of that?
I already have a lot of people that are like, I'm coming and I'm gonna.
Wow.
win.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. So hopefully they do pull up.
And who's the judging committee?
So the way that the show is going to work is every single person at the show that goes to the bar and gets a drink ticket is going to get 1 vote, and they'll be able to put the tickets into the.
I love an interactive game.
Yeah, it's going to be a Polaroid of everyone taken by Rude Polaroids.
Oh,
and,
love.
Yeah. And then
so they're not like on stage showing it.
They're not on stage showing it.
Okay, that makes it.
So
easier,
no one will know what face goes to the dick,
I
except
like
for
that
maybe
better.
the winner.
I like that better.
Which I think the winner would love to be like,
to
I had the prettiest penis.
Yeah.
And then there's gonna, of course, that's part of the vote, and then the Electoral College comes in where the drag queens will also take a peek, and like I think they'll have a vote that counts for like 10 points. Right. And then we'll have a winner.
And that's always how it's been since the beginning of American history.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About the drag queen penis, pretty penis.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how they figure out what is right and what is wrong.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So anyways, so you're putting up these posters everywhere. It's
pouring rain.
It's raining. I was like, can we just get inside? We're maybe 5 steps from the bar. Then Peter, my husband, goes, I have to go pee. I'm going to pee outside. And I was like, we are going to be inside within 1 step. And he took fate into his own destiny, as they say.
Yeah.
And destiny into his own hands and his penis into his hands and started peeing on the street.
And is it the prettiest? Find out on June 11th.
And then, so we go into the bar. It's a club bar. What would you call $3 bill?
Club bar.
Not yet a woman.
Yeah. It's kind of non-binary, and it's like,
yeah,
I think it's actually a club. I think it's considered a club. Yeah.
Well, anyways, people are dancing. It's sweaty. It's shirtless. I bump into some kind of coworkers, a friend in the podcast space, Kyle, who works at Watch Happens Live. Love him, and he just started a podcast as well. I've sent you the clips. I was really like, he has good clips. He has great clips.
Yeah.
And I was like, Kyle, I need to tell you something. Like, I'm debuting baggy shorts this weekend, so we're chatting all about that.
Wow.
Yeah. It's really a thing that I can't stop talking about.
I know.
But we were chatting, and then all of a sudden I lose every single person I know. Where'd you go?
I kept losing everyone, which is fun, but I was really excited to dance with my friends.
Right.
I did feel like I spent most of the event looking for everyone, but I still had the best time. It was just so fun seeing all these different people.
Yeah.
I tasted a lot of Brooklyn, and I really had a good time.
It was like smorgasbord.
Yeah. It kind of is like a kind of gay guy smorgasbord.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't, smorgasbord is a food festival in Williamsburg, and it's really good, and so is this party that we went to.
Yeah, so Michael made so many friends.
So many good friends.
And then Peter and I were hanging out, and then we got this gorgeous picture. This is how it all comes back. It's gorgeous picture that John Lagucci took of us, shirtless, gorgeous, hot, stunning. Then we danced for a little bit, and then at the night is winding down. And these guys we're talking to were like, "Oh, we're going to an after party. You guys should come to the after party."
I literally forgot about this already somehow.
And we're like, "Oh, we'd love to come to an after party. Like, the night is so young. It was only like 10 or something. So we're like, we have to go to an after party." I texted all of our friends. I was like, "I got us invited to a fun after party."
We arrived at the after party.
So we Uber there. So I said, I will call the Uber because I'm kind of the one who's telling us to go to this party. Meanwhile, everyone's like, "Do you know what it is?" And I was like, "I have no clue what this is, but I have an address and I have a dream." So,
and we roll up, we get there, we open the door, and everyone's shoes are out there. And I'm thinking, like, I don't want to take off my Manolo Blahniks because what if someone accidentally takes them and then I'm out of $400? So I kept my shoes on.
Right.
Yeah.
And we all did.
Yeah.
And we walked in, and I would just describe it as a straight up sex party. There's nothing else to call it. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And I would say that is not the vibe that we were giving off. We were like,
we were giving off clowns.
We were just like having fun, like ready to keep going. It just was very surprising. And we walked in and we're like, "Uh-oh, it's not the kind of party we were imagining." And then the host immediately clocked us, walked right up and said, "Hi, who invited you here?" And I said, "We got a text." And he said, "Yeah, this is kind of a closed party." Which is a very humbling thing.
No one said that to me.
Oh.
Okay. I was on the other side of the room and no one said that to me.
Someone said that to me. But guess what? I
think you're awesome.
I was receptive to that feedback because I didn't.
Left.
That
and
wasn't.
Also, we weren't.
Trying
that
to do
wasn't what
that.
we wanted to do.
So
then we decided to leave.
And
Which
get our.
We decided to do.
We decided it was totally us.
And get our first dinner of the night because, as you can recall, 4 p.m. is when I was supposed to arrive for the pregame, and 10:30 is when the party ended. So we had not had dinner yet.
Right.
So we went to a bodega, and I got some of the yummiest sandwich in my life.
I got an incredible sandwich, and I got a really incredible sandwich. Sometimes, Peter and I were talking about this recently. We're like, "What's your favorite restaurant in New York City?" And we landed on Bodega.
Whoa.
Bodega, parentheses, all.
Yeah.
Just the Bodega. Like, such a good restaurant. Some of the best wraps you'll ever have.
I feel like it has to be a very specific.
Depends on the bodega. Place. There's one in our neighborhood that we.
Well, not even like it's just when you've been partying all night and then you get a beautiful chicken salads wrap on a whole wheat wrap with avocado specifically, then it really hits well, and that's what I got this time.
You got chicken salad? Or chicken Caesar.
Sorry, it's chicken Caesar salad.
I know my bestie. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry.
Chicken Caesar salad.
Sorry. When he says, "I got a chicken salad," I said, "You did not get a bodega chicken salad, but you did get a bodega chicken
Caesar salad." Is that what you got? That's normally what you get too.
I love that item. I love that product. But I think I kind of wanted to experience their culture. So I got like one of their special wraps.
Oh, wow. That's
it was like, it had like a little name that was like so quirky.
There are like a million heavenly markets that have opened up near me, and they're not heavenly at all, and they're barely a market. They're a bodega.
Yeah.
And there's like a really cute bodega that opened up basically on my block, and then a heavenly market opened up even closer to me, and I went to it, and just like the service was really slow.
Speaking of heavenly, I have not thought of what my person at the end is going to be for our what do you even think segment, but now I have one. And the word heavenly is going to be involved, but we will get to that after the commercial break.
That's really awesome. Which we will have if we get a sponsor. And yeah, so can someone let me know what the deal is with Heavenly Market and why it's like a huge conglomerate all of a sudden in the bodega culture of New York City?
Well, I'm sorry. If Shein buys Everlane, then
maybe that's something we bring to groupthink.
We're gonna bring that to groupthink.
Yeah.
But okay, let's continue with you think. So then we go to Metropolitan because our friend dancing
Peter
there,
Williams is go-go boying, and he is such a good go-go. He's so good at what he does.
Yeah,
and we had the best
time
there.
What do you think makes him so good at what he does?
I think it's his big smile.
Or Big Juicy Tushy.
Yeah.
And we love to support our friend. He also choreographed Peter and I's wedding dance, which we love him.
He's also been in at least 2 of my like competitions as backup dancers.
That was unpaid though. We paid him.
It was unpaid, but it very well might lead to something, which was your wedding.
Yeah, right.
Like, girl.
Yeah, he ultimately did get a paid gig finally.
Yeah. He also was in my Pancake dating game, I think the first ever one. That happened like maybe last year, 2 years ago.
Was he paid for that?
No.
Oh, okay.
He would have been. He was paid. So he won. He found true love.
So he's a servant for you, basically.
He is an unpaid friend.
I just feel like unpaid internships are kind of out these days. Like even the most unpaid thing is like you get like $12 an hour or something.
Right.
I'd follow suit.
Well, I feel like whenever he's a go-go, I tip him so much money.
Right.
So
but it's like
in
ones
a way,
and
so much money in ones.
Yeah.
That's how I make my money. Like it's all good. It's all good.
No, but so we were there and then it was like, you know what we need? More cowbell. Just kidding. We do need a bagel.
Wait, we went to Animal first.
Oh my God, there was more to this
night.
And a dramatic part of the night.
Yeah, we went to Animal and it was my first time going to Animal.
Same.
To
our audience who hasn't been to Animal, what would you say it is?
Oh, Animal, I honestly don't know. It's like
it's a gay bar.
Oh yeah, it's a gay bar. Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah,
yep.
It's like it's like a Brooklyn gay bar that's like vibey,
right,
and cool and fun and chill, but dancey sometimes. And there's this really fierce trans bouncer at the front of the line, and the line was really fucking long. And I'm like, Plasma, you don't have to wait in this line. Like, you can skip the line. You're famous. And she's like, no, I think we should just like wait. I was like, no, girl. So I went up to the front and I was like, hi, my friend is famous. So I think we can like skip the line. And they were like, no, like go to the fucking back. And I was like, darn it. And then the bouncer saw Plasma and was like, girl, why are you waiting in line? You're famous. You can skip the line. I said, that's what I said. But then they saw me as part of the group,
right?
And they were like, "Uh-oh, not you." And I was like, "I'm sorry, but I was like, right." And she's like, "You're gonna have to apologize to the like person at the door."
They didn't like your approach in trying to get in with a famous person.
No, they didn't like it, and I appreciated that.
Yeah,
because that works at almost every other venue in the city. But not that one. It was my first time there.
I think just like maybe not saying like I'm with a famous person.
I don't think I said it like that.
That's how you speak. Drunk or not.
I was really lit, what we can say. So I don't know how I did or didn't say it. My friends did not have to pay. I did pay $10 cover. I'm really so happy that I got to support entertainment for my crimes. And then we left, went to Metro.
Nope, we're not done with that story. In Animal, we're dancing. It gets hot. I have a nice leather jacket that is my stepdad's that he gave me after my engagement. I liked the jacket he was wearing. In it, I had a pair of sunglasses and the belt that I was wearing that night, but I didn't need it anymore. So Peter's like, let's just throw our stuff in a corner. I said, hell yeah, Peter, I agree.
You threw your belt off too?
My belt was in there as well. Guess what? It was all stolen. Every single last one of it. Now, I don't know.
Just your coat. Peter's stuff was fine.
Yeah, which makes me think, like, I don't know what's happening, but I think, so I've been in touch with Animal, the venue, to see if, like, do you have this? But they have a policy where they won't tell me if they do or do not have it. They just say, come check. And I say, can you just let me know if it's not there? Because if it's not there, I won't travel an hour both ways. And they said, come check. And I was like, okay, well, if by the time this podcast episode comes out, I still have 1 week in which to claim my jacket. So if you're going to Animal, please let me know.
I would try to do it as soon as possible because they say like 2 weeks we like give everything away.
Gone.
But it's 2 weeks according to them.
I don't have 2 hours to go to Brooklyn ever.
I would try to do it before June.
I'm gonna have to hire a TaskRabbit or something.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
That is sad. And I want to say that I brought tape to put up the posters for my show.
Right.
Folsom come on June 11th, Thursday next week. And I brought the tape, and at every single venue we went to, I put this tape in a random part of the bar, and every time I got it back and I brought that tape home.
That is insane. Yeah. That is insane.
I was like, I know this tape is not going to make it with me at the end of the night, but it actually did. Donald's
It's like a fun little game.
Yeah.
So then we went to Metropolitan to see our friend dance, and boy did he dance, and we had a fabulous time. And also just a reminder, like some places in Brooklyn, you're like, wow, the drinks are cheap. This could be life. Then we're like, I know we had a wrap, and I know this about us.
But we did have to go get bagels as well.
If you're next to a bagel smith,
solo.
You went solo. Yeah. Peter and I went another time. I was just like, we're next to a bagel smith. There's nothing better than a late night bagel. Ugh. So after the wrap that we had, we also had a bagel. And guess what? Mine was fire, honey. Fire.
Yeah, it was delicious. It was absolutely delicious. We had the best night ever. Plaza and I danced with Adam Scott, which was really fun at Metropolitan at Mother Disco.
And I pointed him out, which is shocking because I famously have facial blindness.
Yeah, and who is someone that you didn't recognize this week?
Right. So Peter and I, my husband, we went to the gym this past weekend. And we were working out. He was, we went to shower, come back. Anyways, I see him in the locker room. I don't recognize this man from anywhere. And he kind of waves at me like, hello. And I'm like, who is waving at me? And I turn and it's my husband. And so I don't recognize people. And again, if you're listening to this podcast.
When you see a face, what does it look like? I know it's a weird thing to say.
It's just all jumbled up. And I'm like, this could be anyone in any
I think
planet.
You literally have facial blindness.
No, I literally do.
Because I've Googled, I've TikToked facial blindness. And people with facial blindness describe what it looks like. And it's jumbled up.
It's jumbled up. I also am just petrified of waving back to someone who's not waving at me. And that's a huge fear of mine because I did that all the time.
I think you do have facial blindness.
Yeah, so I didn't recognize my husband, which is all chill. But I did recognize Adam Scott. And is Adam Scott the name? Isn't that the person from Parks and Rec? We mean someone else. Yeah. We mean someone else.
We mean someone else.
And gay.
We mean the hot priest from Fleabag.
Yeah, we mean the hot priest.
Andrew Scott.
Andrew Scott. Sorry,
he was so
other
nice.
Scott.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw him and I was like, no, Andrew Scott's definitely here.
You have facial blindness except for celebrity.
Yeah. Which
is disgusting.
Yeah. Listen, I'm a cloud chaser some other people that we know.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we just had the night of our lives and woke up the next morning and said, good morning, Baltimore. Actually, we woke up and Peter and I went to a spin class.
And I woke up and I said, oh no. I was really hungover, as one might say. And then Peter and I rhinestoned for Black Cherry, who tomorrow is competing in Are You the Ultimate Diva? Also at $3 bill. Actually at $9 note.
So we're saying tomorrow, but let's be very real with the audience. This is in the past.
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
Oh, wait. Literally tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You mean literally tomorrow.
I mean literally tomorrow.
But by the time this podcast comes out, we will know if she's the winner
or not.
Do you think that she's going to win?
Do you think? I think she's going to win, honey. I think she's so talented. I think that she is so funny. I think her talent's going to be awesome. And we spent 5.5 hours rhinestoning.
I really hope by the time we listen to this podcast, the next time we are celebrating her win.
And even if she doesn't win, I am very proud of her. And it's not whether you win or lose, but whether you win or if you lose.
Right.
Never forget that. Never forget that. And I've done a lot of these competitions and I've never won any of them. So I've won the smaller ones, the weekly, but never the big one.
Of course.
And I've never even made a top. Well, sometimes I have, but not for Are You the Ultimate Diva, a top 5.
Right. But one day you'll be the Ultimate Diva. But today you're the birthday diva.
Right.
So Peter, bring out the cake. Happy. Just kidding.
We can't. We can't afford that.
We can't afford that song. We can't afford that song.
I think you can sing any song.
Did you
but
see that
song.
Colbert did that at for his final show?
Yeah.
He was like, anyone like using this song is getting sued right now by like Sesame Street or something, and then they played it to get them sued.
Good.
So fun.
Good.
But yeah, so today, since I can't attend your actual day of birth, we had our special day where we met at the gym. Yeah. We worked out.
We went shopping till we dropping.
But I had some gym drama.
Yes, you did.
I had some gym drama.
Yes, you did.
Okay, so I used to.
You learned a new thing.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do Orange Theory as my form of working out for like 4 years. Now, recently, I work with a virtual trainer, a beautiful British man named Chris Evans. No, not the actor Chris Evans. I know what
I didn't know his name was Chris Evans.
Yeah, it's Chris Evans,
amazing.
But he's British and straight. And so ripped as well as the other Chris Evans. And he just tells me what to do. So it's a lot of weight stuff that I've never done in the gym. So I guess I'm still learning the etiquette. Like, this word that I learned today, which was called not re-racking. What's the word?
Stripping the machine. So I did this like pressy thing. I did a chest press and I had really heavy weights on because how do you think I get these titties, honey? And I said titties, honey, on the podcast. And so I did the thing and then I started walking away, but I was actually walking to get a little wipe. And so the guy, I thought that's what he was coming at me for. So he said, "Are you?" And I said, "Oh, I'm grabbing a wipe, but I'll be right back." And so I grabbed the wipe and I like really wiped it down really nicely. And I was like, phew, like he thought I was someone who was going to walk away and not wipe this down. But like, that's not me. No.
Like, I know that etiquette.
Yeah.
And then I said, "Okay, here you go." And he goes, "Are you not going to strip the machine?" This was an older gentleman, I would say. And I would also refer to him as a little bitch. And I was like, and then in my mind, I was like, okay, what is strip the machine? And I was like, okay, it probably just means remove the weights. I put that together really fast because I am sickening. And I do not have a sugar daddy, and I've never had a sugar daddy. But anyway, so
she got canceled.
Oh, darn it. Just like the Q. So she got canceled. So then I was like, oh, would love to strip the machine. But the intensity, the veracity in which this man said that, I was like, I obviously am not an evil queen.
And Donald texted Peter and I and said what happened. And I was like, so he is in the wrong, but he doesn't know the gym etiquette because he's newer to the
They don't teach this in schools.
They don't teach it in schools. And education is under fire in America right now. And this is proof of that.
There's no sex ed for gyms.
Yeah. And
there's no sex ed in this Jewish school that I went to growing up where they just said, cut a hole in a blanket and throw it in there.
Is that what they taught you?
Literally.
That's crazy.
And I remember a friend raised his hand. I won't name his name. We were in 6th grade and he said, "So this sex thing, do you go to the hospital for it?" I was like, loser.
That's so sad. But also, like, that's why you're in school. And they're like, no, as long as you have a sheet with a hole in it, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's
and
so
obviously
sad.
Wait till you're married.
Yeah.
They didn't get into anal.
I remember well, first of all, in my high school sex ed, we had a gay section, which is much more than you've ever had, but
oh my god, I can't believe you had a gay section.
We had a gay section, but guess what?
Guess
what the gay section was? It was basically that.
Yeah.
She was like, "Okay, this is the gay section." She put on the movie The Philadelphia, and that was it.
Oh my god.
And she's like, "Yeah, if you're gay, like you get AIDS and you die." Well, you get an Oscar.
Yeah, that's really rough. But yeah, we didn't have any form of
And then also at Jewish overnight camp, I think I was 10 or 11, my first summer there, we were talking about what sex was, and one of the boys said it's when you put a penis in a vagina, which is very exclusionary, let me tell you. And we all were like, that's crazy. No, it's not. Everyone else in my cabin said that sex is when you make out naked, like really aggressively.
Oh,
and, like,
interesting.
rub your bodies against each other.
Maybe that's what you saw in cinema and film.
Yeah, I think so.
And television.
Right.
On HBO. Speaking of HBO and this conversation, I have been listening to Lena Dunham's book, which we briefly touched on last episode. And she speaks about how when she was on The View promoting season 1, Barbara Walters was like, this is a wild show. You know, you show anal sex, and she was like, anal sex. She does have sex from behind.
Yeah.
But she was like, oh my God, like, does Barbara Walters not know that's an option? She must have been too busy, forging ground for other female journalists. And so
I will also say that she, in it for a second, Hannah says, wrong door. Or like wrong hole.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's what she was referring to.
Wow, Michael. You know more than Lena Dunham does about her own career.
Yeah, Sammy.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. What were we talking about before the sex ed of it all?
Oh, just the gym etiquette.
The gym etiquette. Yes, Donald doesn't know the gym etiquette because he's stupid.
Sorry, but I'm learning,
but he's learning.
And so toned.
No, what I don't like though is when
people just want me for my body now. It's like, oh my God, I lift a couple weights and now all I am is objectified in the media, at gay parties. It's like,
and once you have that new hairline,
honey, it's over for these HOES. And yes, I'm spelling it out because we have Sesame Street sponsoring today's
HOES hosts. Oh, okay. I would have said whores.
I know that you lost your spelling bee a long time ago on the word couch. So
yeah, 4th grade. But I didn't like that this man came at Donald with viciousness and saying are you not going to do this? Donald thought he was doing gym etiquette and thought he was being a good person.
Literally.
And he learned. And I think that, and also it's he went and wiped the machine. So clearly he thought he was doing something well.
Right.
I think
you could just say oh, would you mind? Would you mind?
Could you do that?
Yeah.
Could you also strip the machine?
Yeah. But it was so aggressive, and I was like, okay, I could be real housewives about this. I almost just started adding weights to the machine to piss this man off. But then I held back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk about at my office. We had a work gala, and it was running late, and there was a bunch of boxes that needed to be put somewhere.
Right.
Empty boxes. So I was like, where do these go? Someone said the corner over there. So I put them in the corner. And then this man was like, you just expect me to break down all these boxes? I'm like, I'm sorry, what? You're just expecting me to do all this work? And I'm like, well, what's your job?
Right.
And he's like, that's not my job. I'm like, okay, well, whose job is it? He's like, it's your job. I was like, it's my job.
News to me, honey.
And I was like, okay. So then I just was like, it's much easier if I just break down these boxes.
Right.
And I was like, here you go. Are you okay? Do you need anything? Do you need help?
Yeah.
And he just I'm sorry, people just always take advantage of me and these work situations. And I'm just I wasn't hired to break down boxes. I was just hired to put them in the trash. And I was like, okay, well, I didn't know that. And maybe in the future, if instead of coming with aggression, you can say, hi, do you know who's in charge of breaking down those boxes? And he really thanked me and was like, I felt like I learned an important lesson today. And I feel like that man at the gym could have done something like that too.
I have had to teach straight men how to communicate in various settings, and in personal and professional. And sometimes they just don't know, literally. And they are grateful. I just had a professional experience like this where I had to teach a man how to communicate. And he was like, oh, wow, thank you so much. So we're so lucky to be gay. But okay, so then today after that, we're having a birthday celebration. We did a little shopping, and then we came home, and I was like, I'm gonna get a haircut, and you're like, I'm gonna get a massage. We both come our separate ways. We come back. Now you got home before me, so I walk in. I get a haircut. I get a beard trim. I walk into the apartment, and one of the most shocking things happened to me today.
What?
Both you and Peter didn't say oh, nice haircut. Just the classic thing that you say when someone walks in after a haircut.
Can I say something?
Say something.
So when you walked in, your hair looked absolutely psychotic. It was it was
all messy all over the place.
It was messy. It looked like you were in the Lollipop Guild in The Wizard of Oz.
I don't know that reference famously.
Well, you'll have to Google it.
I only know Wicked.
Right.
Because
right now you look amazing, and I was actually sitting next to you. And I was looking at your beard. I'm like, oh, wow, you look very handsome. I wonder if he went to one barbershop or if he went to a different place to get his beard trimmed, because he often does that.
Yeah.
But I was actually thinking he looks great. But then I thought, I feel like I've lost my window of compliment.
Right.
But I should know better than to think that the compliment window has passed for someone who is an Adler in the Adler family.
Need compliments at every moment. I think it's like etiquette. Like if you notice that someone gets a haircut, you just say nice haircut.
I feel like I was setting up.
By the way,
when
nice
you did your
Substack.
hair. Shut the fuck up. Read an article, bitch. You know what? Actually,
what, Lena
at Mother
Letter?
Disco, a bunch of people came up to me and said that they liked the podcast, and then also people have been coming up to me and saying they like my Substack, and it's very interesting to have no idea who is like listening or reading these things.
If you're listening to this and we don't know who you are, raise your hand.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's more people than I thought. And a bunch of surprises.
And also, nice haircut. For whenever you got it last. Whenever you got it last, nice haircut.
I'm not a liar. And you looked crazy when you walked in. If you looked at yourself in the mirror, you would know that you didn't deserve a compliment.
So I always look at myself in the mirror.
And you knew you didn't deserve a compliment?
I knew that my body was tea for sure.
Yeah, because you worked out earlier.
Because I worked out earlier, and I knew like my face card was giving like 0 declines left and right. I knew like my hair just needed like a little product in it.
It did. And I think...
And now it has it?
Now it looks good.
Oh. Yeah. But not great.
You look good.
Good.
You look good.
In 1 year, I'm gonna look fabulous.
Yeah, you're gonna look fabulous.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like everyone at home can think about this because this is a podcast.
I do think when someone...
You think?
Well, corporate settings are different because you're not allowed to give compliments like that.
Right.
Even though sometimes people do.
They still do.
I think you're allowed to. It just depends on
you need to be careful about like the dynamics.
Yeah. But I think when friendships, if you notice someone has a haircut and their hair is done, I don't give false compliments out. I don't say things I don't mean. Besides that one time, no, I don't say things I don't mean, and so I do. Like I was literally sitting here thinking, "Oh, your haircut looks good."
Yeah,
but it didn't when you walked in.
Well, I'm glad I brought it up.
I'm glad
I brought it up.
Do you feel like a weight lifted off your chest?
Yeah,
because I see how honest I'm being,
and like my really pumped chest. I would say a weight is lifted off of my really plump chest. We've thought a lot, but I feel like we need to.
The group needs to think.
It's time for
Group Think,
where we talk about things that
everyone's thinking about in the media.
We promised that we would circle back on one thing, so let's talk about the Everlane.
So Everlane is a store that was really dedicated to like sustainability and using like recycled materials to make clothing and making like really nice basics. And it was one of those startups that came around at the time of like Warby Parker becoming a thing.
Right.
And it was very much like the cutting out the middleman kind of vibes of the early 2010s. And I really like that store. I think that every single person who identifies as a man or male presenting kind of situation, mask forward or femme but man, they need a crisp white shirt.
Right.
Need a crisp white shirt. And so I often every summer will buy a crisp white shirt from Everlane. And this time around, things have changed because they were just sold to Shein.
That's so sad.
And if you don't know what Shein is,
it's
the biggest fast fashion industry.
Our audience shops at Shein, unfortunately.
They do.
Now, you say Shein. Some people say Sheen, and some people say Shine. What do you say?
You see that shine.
You see that shine. We were just singing. Demi Lovato did a commercial last summer for OGX hair product, and she made a whole
shampoo and conditioner. It's one of the. It was the bop of the summer.
It was incredible.
Last summer was Brat Summer.
Well, no, we had no song last
ago.
Summer besides.
Oh,
OGX.
it was OGX. Yeah, it was OGX Summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
So basically, Everlane has been
purchased by Shein.
Yeah. Oh, we were saying, do you say Shein, Shine, Sheen?
I say Shein. Do you remember
the first time? Bing, bang, bang.
UK hun.
UK Sheen.
I can't. That's like a Drag Race song.
Yeah, babe. I know every reference ever known to man.
Yeah. It seems like it goes against everything that they were founded on, but work.
Anyone would do anything for $1. Literally, Billy Eichner knew it.
Yeah, it's true.
For $1.
For $1.
Which our dear friend Billy Eichner has a book out now. And I know our audience is wondering, what's a new audiobook that we could listen to? Something interesting is that he said I listened to him, guess what, on The View. Wow, The View's really coming up a lot on this podcast.
Donald actually wrote his college thesis, senior thesis about The View.
That is correct. I love The View. And so Billy and I listened to it nonstop as a podcast. So anyways, we're in the same podcast space as Joy Behar. Anyways, he was on the show and he was saying his book is only out as an audiobook. And they were like, why is that the case?
Oh, it's like literally nothing but an audiobook.
It's only an audiobook.
Wow.
And he said, basically, people know me so much for my Billy on the Street character and me screaming that...
he wants...
Yeah, he's like, I want you to hear what my actual voice is like and
That's
not
so
like get it confused. Yeah.
Do you know what would be smart?
What?
If he first releases it as an audiobook and then he releases it as like a hardcover and then a paper.
Maybe he will. We'll have to ask him. Billy Eichner is...
And if you're hearing some like beautiful music right now, Donald's neighbors are pianists that I think teach piano lessons. Yeah. So we have like an amazing kind of undertone. If you're hearing that, if not, don't worry about it.
And we're actually later this month gonna have the prettiest pianist contest.
And whoever is the hottest pianist is gonna win $100.
Yes.
But something else, so this audiobook situation is coming up a lot. And I think there are times where audiobooks really shine because I like to read a physical book and you like to listen to a book.
And I couldn't read a book.
And I'm reading Lena Dunham's book, you're listening to it. I think when it comes to memoir, listening to the book is actually like a beautiful medium because it's kind of that, it's like oral storytelling.
Yeah, it's like hearing it in their inflections, everything like that. It matters. I think a lot of people say Mariah Carey's audiobook is brilliant because you can hear her singing certain notes and explaining how she came up with songs.
That's fun.
Yeah. I'm really excited for Billy Eichner's book. I think he's such an inspo. We became friends with him in P-Town last summer and kind of the summer before, but really last summer. And have to support the divas. So please go buy that after you spend all of your money supporting this podcast.
Right, of course. What were we talking about before this?
Well, we were talking about so many things, but I want to get into another group thing. We're talking about Everlane, but what I want to talk about is
Wait, I wanted to talk about the first time I had ever heard of Cheyenne, but however you say it, was because they released like a tank top with a swastika on it. Do you remember this? This was a long time ago.
That was before Kanye did it.
Yeah, literally, it was.
Yeah.
And they were like, this was supposed to be the Indian symbol, blah, 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 blah. Another thing, piggybacking off of that. Do you not know about that? You know that like the swastika was originally an Indian symbol.
Indian, like Native American.
No, Indian like India.
I'm just trying to scare you.
You're not scaring me. I was worried for you because you went to school and you went to like Orthodox high school.
No, I just wanted it to
sometimes
be
your
like
education
a
is
drag
confusing.
queen.
Yeah. You couldn't get me on that one.
Yeah.
I was using Canva also to make a pitch deck for my one-woman show about my bar mitzvah, and I looked up Jew in the like, you know how you can like pull images in.
Of course I do.
And like little objects.
Of course I do.
They literally had a swastika.
Yikes!
As one of
the
the
how
options.
Did you just say that word? Because I heard swapstika.
Yeah. Flip it and reverse it, baby.
Yeah. I pray you know that's not how it's said. As a Jew.
A swastika. Swastika.
Listen, we can't keep harping on this podcast. This is supposed to be a place.
Anyway, and then I went to look it up like the next day because I was like trying to show someone and it didn't come up. I don't know if it was a glitch or something, but when you hovered over it, it will say what the image is, and it said Indian symbol.
Oh.
So I'm like, Indian symbol is under Jew? I don't think so, honey.
That reminds me of when there was this dating company called Coffee Meets Bagel. And during Pride Month, I guess it was also Flag Day. So they sent a notification out to everyone saying, "Hi, it's Fag Day, and we need you, and we want you to celebrate. Show us how you're celebrating today." And I wrote to them, I was like, "You wrote this during Pride Month, like it was Pride Weekend. Be careful."
It's not Pride Weekend. It's the 14th of June.
No, it was during Pride, basically.
Yeah, of course.
And so that was shocking behavior.
Yeah. I love Flag Day randomly.
I don't know what it is.
It's just like a day to celebrate flags, but oh my God, Luke.
Oh, straight Luke is in the building. Now, if you listen to our last episode, and we had a visitor from Korea, guess what? He is back in the building, but he is not going to be on mic for this one. He is just stopping by to get something. Welcome, straight Luke.
We're going to be finished so soon.
We're almost done.
Sweet.
So another thing I've been thinking about is
group thinking about.
I've been group thinking about it for the group.
Yeah.
I feel like the group is thinking about this because it was number 1 on Netflix last night, which is why I watched.
Okay.
Documentary called Crash.
Never heard of it. Don't know what it's about. Don't know anything about it.
Okay, if you are planning to watch the documentary Crash, click the skip ahead button like 4 to 5 times because I'm gonna tell you about the ending. So it's basically a documentary about this high schooler.
It's basically a documentary. It is a documentary.
I would say it is.
Okay, yeah.
I would say it is.
Yeah.
But the way that it basically is because it's only 90 minutes, which is so refreshing. But it's about this high schooler. She's like 17, 18. She has a boyfriend she's like in love with, and then he has like a good friend. One night, 5 a.m., they're driving, and she's driving, slams into a building. Both of them die. Both of the boys die.
Oh my goodness.
And it's kind of like, at first you're like, oh my God, like we hope that she's okay. She gets through this. But then it starts slowly revealing, like, did she do this on purpose? Did she go crazy? And they were like they look at her phone. They see that she was going 100 miles an hour, didn't press the brakes at all. You can see that they tried to get her to not do that.
How?
They could tell by where the steering wheel went.
How?
And also they have
Technology's
like records.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they tried to pull the car out like into like neutral or stopping it, but they couldn't get her to stop. And she drove into a wall and killed both of them.
Holy
she was
moly.
willing, it seems like, to kill herself.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, they go to a trial and they find her guilty. And so she's still in jail for 2 murders, and she appears and she is holding that she did not do that, and she doesn't remember the night, so she doesn't know what happened, but she would never do something like that. But like she very much
it seemed like she did that.
Yeah.
Huh.
It was really dark, and they showed the footage of them crashing into a wall.
Oh my goodness.
And it was intense.
Ugh.
Yeah, really.
I don't
scary.
like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for some reason I
also
so
like
calming.
how you like 90 minutes is the perfect length for a movie.
Yeah.
But you've now considered documentaries as series.
Right.
But you don't think that they're movies anymore.
They're not movies. I can't I can't watch a TV show if it's 90 minutes. But if it's a documentary and that's technically a movie, but it's like really an episode of something, like that's fine.
It's just a movie. It's just a movie.
I feel like the group their brains are hurting. So
I know.
I think we have to get to what do you even think?
Segment. What do you even think? So this segment is a little improv challenge. Donald and I together make the perfect 2003 gay guy. Donald knows everything about pop culture, reality television, and I know everything about drag queens and theater, Broadway. So we are going to kind of test our knowledge and present someone within, it could be a person, place, or thing, any kind of noun, and we're going to present them with that, and they're going to have to pretend that they're an expert on that subject.
That is so right. And you mentioned the word heavenly before.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to ask you about heavenly chimes and your times.
Heavenly chimes?
Heavenly chimes. And your time starts now.
Heavenly chimes is that how you say it? Heavenly chimes?
Yeah.
Chimes.
Yeah.
Heavenly chimes.
But I feel like you know that, but anyway.
Well, no, obviously I know that. Thank you so much for letting me share about this. Heavenly Chimes is a theme park in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And it is kind of a take on both medieval times and heaven. And so you walk in and the people that are greeting you are dressed up like God.
Right.
And they're like greeting you at the pearly gates.
Right.
And they have to take your tickets and everything, of course. And then they welcome all of the different rides are heaven
20
themed.
Seconds.
There's a section that you go underground and it's really cool. And it's
I know I always ask this,
thing.
but how does this have to relate to reality TV?
It doesn't always have to relate because you have so many things. No, but you know so many things. I'm not always going to say. So anyway, I mean, it's easily related to reality TV.
5 seconds
there was
left.
a huge scandal where it was actually a cult, and all the people running it were stuck in a cult.
And your time.
That's what happened.
That was really good.
I don't know if you're always going to do reality TV.
Well, that's how you changed the segment to be.
Well, I say you know everything about reality TV and pop culture. So pop culture isn't reality TV.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm doing reality TV.
TV is in pop
I'm doing
culture,
reality TV.
but it's not only
Well,
pop
I'm doing
culture.
reality TV.
Because I might not do a drag queen or theater. I might just do something I don't think you would know about.
Oh, I like that.
What the heck is
going
Heavenly Chimes?
Okay, well, don't say what the heck, because she is a doctor.
For real?
Yeah. She's a board-certified cosmetic dentist. She's an author, an entrepreneur, and a reality star on Bravo's Married to Medicine.
Her name is Heavenly, and her last name is Kimes.
Mm-hmm.
So Dr. Kimes.
Yeah.
Nice.
She also recently, she had a political run where she was running to be for the U.S. House of Representatives in Georgia's 13th Congressional District. She came in second place, but she did really well. Dr. Heavenly is commonly referred to in the Bravo world as a shade assassin. She could read the girls down. And whenever we have a show like Best Shade Assassins, Dr. Heavenly is that. So she could get your teeth together and she could get you together. Okay.
That's so random that a dentist is good at that. Okay. What do you even think about Raviv Ullman? Go.
Raviv Ullman.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to say is basically Revolve is a store that exists. And Raviv Ullman is kind of the darker satanic line at Revolve. It's basically like what Hot Topic was, which was goth, it was spooky, it was scary. They had a lot of things about Pokemon. They had a lot of things with whips and chains. My sister actually used to shop there. So Raviv Ullman is basically like at Revolve is their line of gothic stuff. And what is old is new. So like goth used to be a thing like when I was in high school. Now it's back because everything comes back. Everything's baggy. Everything's goth. So I feel like Raviv Ullman is basically their line of gothic clothing.
15 seconds.
And that is what I have to say about it. I think it's dark. I think it's spooky. I think it's moderately priced. I don't think it's fair.
And that's your time.
Oh.
You were so close.
You think?
So close. And what does that have to do with Broadway or drag?
Well, you just said you weren't going to do Broadway or drag anymore.
No, it's like that's what we're experts on, and we might do something within the world of it. But I'm not thinking that every single person you're saying is going to be.
So that was a trick question. You tricked me, and I won't be tricked on my own podcast.
Okay,
I won't be tricked on my own podcast.
Raviv Ullman is most famous for being the star of Phil of the Future, and he played the character Phil.
You know that I don't listen to Disney.
I know.
You know that
I didn't even know his name, and I actually think he's a gay guy now. But
you're kidding.
Yeah, he's very cute.
When does someone become a gay guy?
I think it's when they wake up and they realize that it's time for them to come out.
Okay, that's cool.
I think he's a gay guy. I'm not
when
really
someone says like, "Oh, I knew him before he was gay," how do you feel about that?
I'd say, so you knew him in a past life?
Yeah, right.
Because he's always been
you
gay.
Were born this way.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, so that's cool about him. Has he done anything since Phil of the Future?
I think he's just Phil of the Future, and that's awesome.
Sometimes you don't need more than one credit.
No. That's awesome. That's like
awesome.
A huge thing in pop culture and and childhood. And in Phil of the Future, they used to have those cans. They used to have, it was set in the future.
Yeah.
So their dinner was in cans, like paint spray bottles.
Oh, fun.
And they would like shake it up and then spray it, and there'd be like a beautiful steak.
What do you think your first and last credit will be?
I think that we are clearly done thinking at this point.
Well, thank you for
Wait, it's my birthday.
Oh my God. Everyone make sure today, in honor of your birthday,
this is my one birthday wish. I told you about my show on June 11th.
Right.
But I also have a show on Thursday, this Thursday, June 4th, at Red Eye. It is called Pancake. It is a variety show and a dating game. We have Rihanna Nobuena, and we have Jan Sport, and Eric Martini, comedian. And there is a very sexy dating game where 3 bachelors are going to compete to find love with 1 bachelor. The winner gets $50, and they can either keep it for themselves or split it with the bachelor and go on a date. And it gets very sexy,
and guess
horny.
What? Your podcast co-host will be there.
Yeah, so if you want to meet us in real life.
Actually, that's our first official You Think meet and greet.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't have to pay $1 extra for that.
No, just buy the ticket.
Yeah.
Just buy the ticket. Yeah.
And it would be like really nice for you guys to show up. It's also my father's yurt site. So we have to celebrate together.
What does that mean?
You don't know what a yurt site is? It's the Jewish anniversary of a death.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's the Jewish anniversary. His real anniversary is later.
Yeah.
His real anniversary is like the next podcast episode. Yeah. June 14th.
June 14th.
June 14th.
Flag Day.
Flag Day. Oh, Flag Day. It all comes back together. Okay, well, thanks for thinking. and keep your thinking caps on.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. You Think is produced and edited by Straight Luke, aka Luke Martin, and Kind of Sort of by Peter Schum.
Art by Curtis Brown and music by Jack Rayner.